Forget everything you know about the caped, sharp-toothed vampires who sleep in coffins. The creatures from Dusk Till Dawn are ancestral beasts, an unholy fusion of serpent and demon, born from the dust of a cursed Mesoamerican temple. They don't sparkle in the sun, they burn in agony, and their thirst for blood is just the beginning of a much darker and more visceral mythology that will hold you until the last drop. Hey clickers, subscribe with the bell activated, comment with the content you want to see on the channel, and share this video to help us grow. This helps us a lot. Unlike the classic European vampire, immortalized in Gothic literature, the creatures featured in From Dusk Till Dawn, starting with the 1996 film, have a fundamentally distinct origin. They are not humans cursed by a bite or an unholy pact. They are an ancient species, direct descendants of serpent gods from Mesoamerican mythology. Known as Culebras, their lineage dates back to pre-Columbian times, where they were revered and feared. The epicenter of their power and origin is the Titty Twister, a roadside bar in Mexico that is, in fact, the facade of an Aztec or Mayan temple. This sacred place was built on a nexus of dark energy, a place where the veil between the world of the living and the underworld is thin. The transformation of a human into a culebra is not a simple infection, but a parasitic possession. A symbiotic serpent enters the host's body, rewriting their genetic code and transforming them into a new being. The appearance of these beings varies drastically. In their human forms, they are indistinguishable from any person, which gives them perfect camouflage to lure their prey. Santanico Pandemonium, the iconic dancer at the Titty Twister, is the prime example of this capacity for seduction and deceit. However, when hunger or fury takes hold, their true reptilian nature emerges. The skin contorts, the jaws unhinge, and fangs resembling those of a viper appear. Their bodies can take on monstrous and grotesque forms, far from the aristocratic elegance of a Dracula. This transformation is not just cosmetic, it is a physical manifestation of their predatory and alien essence. The television series, launched in 2014, deepened this mythology, revealing a complex hierarchical society. At the top are the 9 lords, beings of immense power, who rule over distinct Culebra clans, each with its own traditions and territories. The powers of the Culebras are vast and directly linked to their Ophidian heritage. In addition to superhuman strength, speed, and regeneration, they possess the ability to hypnotize their victims, a reflection of a serpent's paralyzing gaze. Some, especially the older and more powerful ones like Carlos Madrigal, can shapeshift, taking on the appearance of other people or even transforming into clouds of smoke or swarms of bats, although the latter is a more bestial and chaotic interpretation than the classic version. Their main source of sustenance is blood, but not just for nutrition. The blood of their victims grants them vitality and power, and the act of feeding is a sacred and violent ritual. The series expands on this by introducing different types of feeding, where the fear and adrenaline of the prey can intensify the experience and the power gained by the predator. However, their colossal strength is accompanied by specific and brutal vulnerabilities. Sunlight does not just weaken them, it instantly incinerates them, turning them to ash in an explosive and definitive manner. Wooden stakes to the heart are equally effective, one of the few characteristics they share with their distant relatives from European folklore. Holy water and crosses also prove to have a corrosive effect on them, suggesting a fundamental weakness to symbols of faith and purity. The destruction of the brain or decapitation are other guaranteed methods of extermination. This unique biology makes them formidable but not invincible adversaries, creating a tense and desperate balance for the humans who cross their path. The fight for survival inside the Titty Twister in the first film and throughout the 3 seasons of the series explores each of these weaknesses in a visceral and bloody way. The mythology of From Dusk Till Dawn subverts the vampire archetype, trading Gothic romance for body horror and an ancient wild cosmology. By rooting its creatures in Mesoamerican culture and myths, the narrative creates a unique and terrifying identity. They are not just monsters of the night, they are the remnants of an ancient order, fallen gods hungry for blood and power, whose existence defies human comprehension. This distinct approach is what makes the franchise's vampires so memorable and different. They are the personification of a primordial fear, the serpent in the garden, a threat that is at once seductive and repulsive, ancient and brutally immediate. The story of the Gecko brothers is just a glimpse into a dark and complex world that spans centuries of bloody secrets. So, did you enjoy this deep dive into the most brutal vampires in pop culture? We want to know your opinion. What's your favorite transformation scene in From Dusk Till Dawn? Which Culebra lord do you think is the most powerful? Leave your comment below. We'd love to read and discuss it with you. Don't forget to leave a like to support our work and share this video with your friends who are also fans of good horror. Your interaction is what moves us to bring more content like this. Thanks.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards